So, for the first time in a very long time, I think I'm going to start off by sympathizing with business owners and entrepreneurs. It may seem it's weird, but I honestly do feel for business owners and entrepreneurs. It's gotta be really hard running a business. And not just running it from the aspect of like the people, but the people
are the biggest problem.
right? Because you've got to pay these people, you've got to manage these people, you've got to do, and usually it's like one person. That's tough.
But it's not just the people, like you say.
Yeah.
It's all the other, the red tape that goes behind businesses.
Yeah, it's yeah, and the reason for this is the topic that I wanted to discuss today is emotional exhaustion, and I didn't know what it was until I actually researched it and saw what it was. Because
Tell me, I'm dying to know what emotional exhaustion is.
you want to know what emotional exhaustion is?
According to your definitions.
The definition of emotional exhaustion: a state of mental fatigue caused by accumulated emotional stress. It's the feeling of being emotionally drained, unable to give more to people, work, or decisions.
Okay.
And I think that that's crazy because, so for example, one of the things here, one of my stats is...
I was waiting for the stat, yes.
It says 40% of small business owners say emotional exhaustion is their biggest barrier to business growth and decision making.
So, I have so many thoughts coming at once.
Debunk it.
Yes. So the very first thing is that I would say it's not just business owners.
Okay.
It's employees. It's the world as we know it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why there's a lot of strange things happening in the world today, because the average person today is basically sitting in emotional distress.
Yeah.
And they don't understand what that is. I mean, you just have to look at the stats. I'd love for you to check the stats on depression, anxiety, and suicide, and how they have changed over the last 10 years. Because I'm pretty sure if you were to check the stats on that, you would find that depression and anxiety rates have gone up significantly. People having panic attacks. It used to be you knew somebody who knew somebody who'd had a panic attack.
Well, you saw it on TV. It wasn't like a...
It wasn't a like
thing.
you didn't physically know somebody that had had a panic attack. Whereas today, I'm pretty sure we can all list somebody that we know that's had some form of panic attack, if not ourselves. In terms of depression, I'm pretty sure you check your stats, depression numbers have significantly increased.
Yeah, I mean, from 264 million to 284 million people since 2017 have reported experienced depression or anxiety.
So it's gone up in the millions.
Yeah.
Not just a
by
little
20
bit.
million.
20 million people
The
in
world,
the last,
the world
8 years?
8 years, yeah. The World Health Organization in 2023 estimates that around 5% of adults worldwide suffer from depression, affecting about 280 million people.
So, and that's where we look at, the emotional fatigue. What did you call it?
Emotional exhaustion.
Emotional exhaustion.
Yeah.
And most people have no idea what an emotion is, never mind what they're actually feeling.
Mm.
So we are taught when you go to school, sit there, do what the teacher tells you, put on your big boy panties. No, you're not allowed to cry. You can do that after class. You're not allowed to be you can't get excited.
Don't be happy.
Don't be happy.
Yeah.
Don't be, you have to sit there and listen to what I tell you, and you have to do it with a smile on your face and not excited. Kind of. And I remember things like our geography teacher used to say to us, she used to, I don't know if she, now I'm looking, she was probably going through menopause, but it would be the middle of winter and she would make us all take our jerseys off. She would and blazers and what have you, and she would open all the windows and go, "It is not cold. It is fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah. And she used to make us sit there, freezing cold, like so cold you couldn't even think, you couldn't feel your fingers. And she was like, "It's not cold," and we'd be dying, like, and you couldn't think.
No. You just
because
think
you
about
were
cold.
so cold and you were trying to keep your fingers warm, and she's going, "No, it's not cold. Like, stop complaining that it's cold. It's fresh." And so we were conditioned not to feel anything.
Yeah.
Like, not even to feel the temperature outside.
That's
like,
real. It's not even, you can't make it up. We're all feeling it.
And like, those are the things that would happen in school, society, what have you. We get told you know, it's wrong to experience what you're experiencing. And so for me, when I see it, a client will come in and I'll say, you know, like, describe your mood.
Yeah.
And they'll go, "Good."
Fine.
Or they'll say, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." "Yeah, I'm not doing too bad." And you're like, what does too bad mean? Like, I'm not doing too bad. Like, what exactly does that mean?
What's that feeling?
Like, explain it to me. What is good? Good is not an emotion. Because an emotion is energy in motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so a mood, it's energy in motion. So, you know, when someone is angry, there is energy and force behind it. When someone is excited or passionate, there is energy and force. There is a movement behind it. When you say good, well, the table's good. It works well.
It's a good table.
It's a good table. Like, there's no
anyway.
movement or force or energy behind it. So when we look at moods or feelings, it's important to acknowledge that there is energy behind it. And if you don't acknowledge what that mood is, that energy gets stuck and trapped. Or people resist feeling those moods. So I don't want to, no, I don't get angry. You know, anger's not something I do.
Yeah.
And, you know, anger's not good for you. I've seen anger raises your blood pressure. So I'm not going to get angry. And they spend all this energy trying to hold and resist that mood. Now that is exhausting.
Yeah.
If you are trying to resist a mood and resist feeling something, that is emotionally fatiguing, draining, exhausting.
It takes a lot of work.
It takes a lot more work than it does to go, "Oh, I'm so angry." Cool, carry on.
Let it go.
Let it go. Now, it takes way less to just experience it, acknowledge it, and let it go than it does to actually hold on to it. And what often, the other thing I see people do is they don't acknowledge how they're feeling. So, I am not upset.
Sounds like it.
I'm fine. I'm not irritated, and I'm not upset.
Every married man knows that one.
Correct. But, and instead of going, yes, I'm upset because I didn't say what I wanted to say, or I'm upset because I should have listened to myself. So, I mean, I'll use the example, we recently had one of our cars break down, and against my better judgment, I used a mechanic that I have used before, and he's not a bad mechanic, but he's not a great mechanic. Okay. So, he's not bad, but he's not great.
Yeah.
And he doesn't always give us the service that we get from our regular mechanic. Okay. And our regular mechanic is like, he will take pictures of stuff and send it to us and say, this is what's wrong, this is how much it's going to cost you. And he keeps us updated and gives us information, and he, like, I know this is expensive, but you need to do this. Or, you know, this is wearing, but you should be able to get away with it for the next sort of 6 months, but just bear in mind the next time you bring your car in, you'll probably have
to change that.
Have to change that,
Yeah.
or so that's the kind of service that we get from our regular mechanic. And so what happened is the car broke down. It's a weekend. It's a long weekend, and I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to get this car 20 k's to our regular mechanic when the other mechanic will actually come and tow it for me right now? So I went with, I'll go the easy route.
Yeah.
I'll take the easy
Convenient
route.
option.
I'll go with the convenient
I like
option. Well, the convenient option ended up being not so convenient.
Why does that always happen?
Took him like 3 days to fix the car. Then 5 days later, the car broke down again. Then we were without a car for another 3 weeks. No, another week. And then we got the car back, and it's not great. Okay. And so, coupled with the price of getting it fixed
Twice, yeah.
Okay, so I then took the car to our regular mechanic and said, I made a mistake. This is what I've done. And he laughed and he goes, well, I don't know if I can fix it. And he goes, because I don't know what the previous guy did.
Oh, yeah.
So it may cost you the same.
Oh, damn.
Because I may have to take the car apart to work out what the previous mechanic did. So now it's not costing me once or twice, it's costing me 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much the same amount throughout.
Which it would have been cheaper for me to hire a flippin' flatbed
Just
take the
Yeah.
So lesson learned. So there's 2 ways I can look at that. I can either get really pissed off and angry with myself and go, why was I so stupid? How did I, why did I take it to the easy option? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Or I can go, lesson learned. Do not take the easy way out. I am angry and irritated with myself. Just accept the fact that the car's going to cost X amount more and know that, okay, I learned a lesson.
Yeah.
I'm irritated that I took the easy way out, but I'm actually not angry at the mechanic. I could get angry with the mechanic.
Good.
Because he didn't fix the car properly.
Yeah.
But if I'm truly honest, I was actually angry with myself because I took the easy way out.
Yeah.
And the moment I acknowledge that, man, I'm actually pissed off with me because I took the easy way out.
Yeah.
It was just way easier to say,
Yeah.
long weekend, come get the car. Then I don't have to
Make my life easier.
Make my life easier.
Yeah.
So as soon as I acknowledge who the correct source of my anger is,
Got you. Ooh, interesting flip.
I can then let it go. But if I'm still angry at the wrong mechanic because I took my car there knowing that I haven't had a great experience before.
Yeah.
So I chose to take the car there.
Yeah.
I chose to take the easy way out.
Yep.
Okay, if I'm truly honest, I'm actually angry at me. But if I acknowledge that, if I stay angry at the mechanic because he didn't fix my car, now I'm constantly annoyed and angry, and I'm still angry because the car's still not fixed, and now I've got to pay all this extra money, and it's this guy's fault, and blah, 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 blah. And I use all my effort and energy
to put it on him.
Putting that anger on him. I will never truly get rid of that anger because he's not the source of it.
Oh, interesting that.
I'm the source of it. The moment I can take responsibility for it and go, I'm actually angry with myself because I chose to take the easy way out.
Yeah.
Now I can go, whew, okay, cool. Yes, it's irritating that I have to pay extra money, but it's my own fault. Deal with it, sort it out, fix it, and move on. Now I don't have to be angry at the mechanic, and I don't have to be angry at myself, and I don't have to be guilty with myself because I've acknowledged
It is what it is.
I made a stuff up.
Yeah.
Cool.
It happened.
And the amount of energy that I will regain because I've acknowledged that I'm the problem.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Don't tell anyone. But in terms of the moment you, like for me, I acknowledge I'm the problem. I created the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have to be angry anymore.
And you created those emotions because you made it's your decisions.
It's my decisions.
Yeah.
It was my stuff. And yes, I can feel, but I can go, okay, I can feel a little bit guilty because we've got to spend extra money and to get the car sorted. But, okay, cool. I will not make that mistake again.
Yeah.
I will learn from those mistakes. And it was my impatience to get the car sorted that's actually cost us 6 weeks without a car.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. But it's just understanding that those are the things that happen. And so we don't get taught that.
No.
We don't get taught to take ownership of what we did. It's way easier to blame somebody else. So in this case, blame the mechanic or blame my boss that he didn't give me an increase.
Yeah, it's my boss's fault that, and that's, I was actually going to say that, because like the way I look at it sometimes, it's my boss's fault that I didn't get an increase, right? So I'm angry at my boss. But if you actually go deep into it, it's like, okay, but how many of the things did you actually deliver on that you were supposed to deliver on that would have allowed you to get the increase, right? You shouldn't just get an increase because the cost of living is going up. That's the only thing.
And I mean, I was listening to somebody the other day and they were saying that they're only getting a 4% increase or something. And it was quite funny in the conversation because one person's going, "You what? 4%? That's ridiculous." And they were going on about how bad that is and how bad their boss was and they should look for another job and blah, blah, blah. And then the person on the other side of the conversation's going, "Wow, you're actually really lucky. We're not getting it.
Any increase, yeah.
Our company's just like, we're just going through the motions and we need to, we've got goals and if we don't hit those goals, some of us are going to get retrenched and, so you're actually damn lucky that you got 4%.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fascinating to observe the different opinions. And what happens with emotions is because it's energy, that energy can get dumped on top of you. And without even knowing it, you can take on somebody else's energy, emotions.
I'm sitting with these two, right? I'm sitting with the one of, oh, I'm so lucky that I got an increase. And then I'm sitting with the other side of, I should find a new job. I'm being ill-treated because I only got 4%.
And that creates, if you choose to take both of those on without even, and I say choose, because it's not a conscious choice.
Yeah.
But you suddenly now take both of those on, what does that do? It creates all this confusion. Shit, what do I do? I'm being hard done by. No, I should be grateful. No,
yes.
And then we get this emotional fatigue because we're spending all our time trying to decide and work out, or I'm excited, I'm disappointed, I'm excited, I'm disappointed, I'm grateful, I'm upset. And we constantly running through these emotions instead of going, where am I? And that's the problem with this emotional fatigue or tiredness, exhaustion that people are feeling, is because it actually comes from, they can't see the stuff because it's unseen, the emotions are unseen, and they take on other people's stuff, or they experience an emotion that they don't even realize that they're experiencing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, 1,000%. And I think that was for me, it's immediately what popped into my head. And I actually realized this because I've stopped going to this specific store and I go to a new one now. Whenever I leave that new store, I feel great. My emotions are awesome because the people are awesome and I'm not taking it on. Whereas with the old place that I used to go to, I used to leave there so frustrated all the time.
But, and this is what happens is you may go into a store and the cashier is grumpy and miserable and and without even realizing it, you leave the store feeling miserable and grumpy, and you can't work out what happened in your day that you're feeling so flippin' miserable and grumpy, but you don't understand, and then now I can't find my keys and I've lost my keys and and everything from that point goes wrong and you can't understand why.
Where did this come from?
What the heck is going on? But subconsciously took on the
Yeah.
moods of that space that you were in, and then that was it. That's how you carried that mood with you for the rest of the day, and then you took that energy home, and then you dumped it on your family, or you took it back to the office and
Yeah.
you dumped it on your work colleagues. So most, and I say most, this is a generalization, the 280 million people,
I mean, that's a massive generalization. We just generalizing 280 million people.
they actually don't know what they're feeling, and so because they don't understand what they're feeling, or they don't know where the moods are coming from, they actually get classed as depressed, or they're picking up this anxiety.
You know, there's the, and also, I know we talk about social media a lot on here, but I also feel it plays a massive role in where people are at emotionally, right? Because you let things online, you take those things on without realizing it, right? So I'll give you an example. I don't know if you've seen the American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney, the actress.
No.
So the ad is basically, it's a print ad, and it basically says, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, right? So it's the play on the word jeans and jeans. This thing got taken so left, like so, now it's racial. Now it's about the fact that she's white and she has blonde hair and blue eyes, and that's what American Eagle is saying is the good genes. And I was so confused by it, because funny enough, Barry told me about it, and then I went and I researched it, and I was like, wait, people are angry, like, but you know, people are genuinely angry, and I'm like, wait, but now all of you are in this comment section getting angry together about this. This is what's making you all angry. It's so baffling to me, and I realized, like, I was like, isn't that sort of like a form of like groupthink emotional fatigue? Because
So it's because people are sitting with this, and I'll use anger because it's most people relate to it. They're sitting with all this anger that they have repressed because they're not allowed to experience it at work. They're not allowed to get upset at work. They're not allowed to get upset with their families. They're not allowed to, you know, they have to act a certain way.
yeah,
So on social media, like something comes up and it's like, I've got all this, and this is happening subconsciously. I've got all this anger and I need to let it go somewhere. So you know what? It's going on you because I don't like you.
yeah,
But
Yep.
if you go back to those people individually and say, what exactly about that ad don't you like? Oh, I don't know. They can't actually tell you. They'll say, because it says jeans.
yeah.
Well, how is that offensive?
Which part?
Like, and they'll be going, no, it just made me angry. You know, it's against the constitutional rights. Like,
Everyone knows the Constitution nowadays as well.
and that's the thing, it's like, they can't actually be specific about what exactly about it made it angry, or made them angry. And that's the problem, is that people are not even aware of how much force is behind those comments.
Yeah.
Because they've got this pent up rage, woof, I'm going to send it to you. And because they can't see you, they don't know who you are, there's no repercussions, there's no feedback, there's no sort of, I guess, comeback on it.
No.
Because I can dump all my anger on you and then I'll feel better. So
I continue scrolling.
and then what happens is somebody else will see and feel that force, even though it's typed in comments, they will see and feel that force and go, yes,
Yep.
I agree. And they want to dump all of their anger and frustration.
Yeah.
And that's when, like in the beginning, I said our world there's so many things that are upside down. And a lot of it is because people are not acknowledging the emotions that they feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I were to read some of the emotions off the mood chart, people go, what? You know, and like, if you just start off, how many people, I don't know, I'm not sure how to phrase it, but a very common statement from people is, I just want to be happy.
Yes.
And if you actually go and ask people what happiness is,
They
they can't actually tell you what does happy actually mean. And a lot of them actually feel happy and they don't realize that they're feeling happy.
And it gets tied to a lot of different things, right? Like, oh, I just want to be happy. Okay, what does it mean? Oh, I just want to have money in my bank account, like, to be able to do what I want to do. And you're like, is that happiness? Because
That's having
yeah,
versus
exactly. Yeah.
an emotion.
Yeah.
And so for some people, it is like go plant some flowers in your garden and you'll feel happy. And
Take a walk.
And people go, oh, it's that simple. Yes, it's that simple. It's I want to do something. I achieved what I wanted. I wanted to plant flowers in my garden.
Yeah.
I achieved that want. Now I can be happy. And like you use the example, go for a walk. I went for a walk. I did something I wanted to do. I achieved it. Now I'm happy. And that would be the definition of happiness, is setting a want and achieving it. So it's just...
That's pretty simple.
But, and if you start looking at some of the moods and you ask people, well, how do you feel? Like, explain to me how you feel. And once people start actually looking up moods and they go, oh, that's what that, oh, you know, and so, like, what's another word for happy? Like, jovial, joyous, you know, and then you could go into, you know, a whole lot of different words like ecstatic, exalted. There's a whole lot of different words.
That's not just happy.
That you could be feeling, not just happy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be excited, you could be ecstatic, you could be, I don't know, there's so many. And it's just understanding what exactly are you feeling. And when people say to me, I'm anxious, okay, like a client will come in and say, I'm battling anxiety. Great, so describe it. And a lot of times it's anxiety and depression have just become these
buzzwords.
Thank you. Buzzwords. And if you actually describe it, what you're feeling is not depression, or what you're feeling is not anxiety. Go look those words up in the dictionary, and you may find that you're sitting in irritation and confusion. You may find you're sitting in something else, but because you have not been able to identify and acknowledge the mood that you're in, you know, and the moment you can do that, you will release some of that emotional fatigue, because suddenly you're not fighting something that you can't see.
Yeah, I actually hate that anxiety and depression have become buzzwords. Because I feel like there's people who like genuinely are going through that, like going through depression and anxiety. And
there are.
It's become so, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to use the word blasé, right? Oh, I'm feeling anxious.
Yeah, take some pills.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I like what you said there, because it's like, okay, you're feeling anxious. Tell me about it. What are you feeling, right? Because when you said what you said, it popped me back into a therapy session that I once had where I was asked, well, how does that make you feel? And I was like, no, it made me feel upset. Oh, okay. And I was like, when you were just speaking that way, damn, but that didn't help me at all.
No, because what is upset?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that you were upset, okay, but upset is something happened that flipped things upside down.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, by being flipped upside down,
what did you feel?
Like, what emotions are actually sitting there? Is it anger, frustration, irritation, annoyance? Is it like boredom? Is it
I feel like my upset was just acknowledged, and I was like, it's okay to feel upset. And I was like, I imagine that it is okay to feel upset because I felt it. Like, what do you mean it's okay? Like, and that's, you know, and I think that's why this is like, it's important, because I think that depression, anxiety, I mean, we're looking at the stats here, what is it, 280 million people in the last, not 280 million people, 20 million people in the last 5 years have experienced depression and anxiety disorder globally in the last 5 years. That is a lot of people. That's like close to like half of South Africa.
Yeah.
That has felt depression and anxiety, and it kind of makes me go, and I don't want to be that guy that says that's not possible, but it kind of...
And that is just people that have been to, I would imagine, doctors and psychologists and psychiatrists. That's not your average person who's just going through life.
No, I doubt
so
that.
So those stats are way off base, I'm pretty sure.
A little bit jaded, yeah. And that's also an interesting thing for me, because like, did you ever hear your parents say like they were depressed or anxious or anything like that?
Oh no.
I know, right? It's it's an interesting one how that has happened over the past 30 plus years, where it's become where people are speaking about it. It's fascinating to me.
There's a lot of positives that have come from people speaking about it,
definitely.
But I don't think that people have been educated enough about it. And so, you know, if we look at, you know, some moods that are like collapsing people, like people don't understand that energy of an emotion. It's energy in motion. It's a mood. So like they don't understand that, yes, if I'm feeling ineffective, okay,
yes,
that my spirit is going to get smaller because I'm feeling ineffective.
Yep.
They don't understand, like, if I get disenchanted with something or diminished, or, you know, someone sends me an email that says, hey Nicole, you didn't do this right. And suddenly I'm going, oh, I'm diminished.
Yeah.
If I look at it and go, when was the first time I felt that mood?
Interesting.
It probably wasn't there.
No.
It was when I was 6 years old in the classroom and the teacher took the Play-Doh away from me and told me I was an idiot.
You're doing it wrong. How do you Play-Doh wrong?
You know, you're mixing the colours wrong, or you know, and if you're truly honest and go back, it will have happened generally under the age of 12, that the first time you felt that mood, and all that email does is it triggers and reminds you of when you were 6 years old, but it's in your subconscious, it's not in the present.
Yeah, it's not actually like you go, oh man, this happened to me when I was 6 in class. No,
we don't do that. And you know, in terms of a 6-year-old cannot explain and go home and say, the teacher took my Play-Doh away from me and it made me sad. They can't say, you know, it was made me disenchanted, because they generally don't know.
That would be crazy. Like you said, it made you feel what?
And some kids can explain exactly how they feel.
That would be epic.
And they may not know the word, but they will describe exactly
the feelings
that they felt. And that I don't ever want to do that again. That
I
wasn't
don't ever
nice.
want to feel like that.
It was like, you know, the teacher shattered, like the teachers made me never want to play Play-Doh again and create dinosaurs, because I don't ever want to create a dinosaur, because I did it so wrong. And if you're truly, like, you're like, oh, they're disenchanted with Play-Doh and making dinosaurs, they're never going to do it again. That's very different from sad.
Very different. Vastly different. Yeah.
But it's just, and kids often will explain how they feel without knowing the right words. But adults have they don't even go into that depth.
I don't think, we don't even know the words, and we don't even know what we're feeling, so we just settle on sad.
So we don't even settle on sad. We just go, suck it up and walk to the fridge and go get a chocolate.
Well, yes,
you will feel much better once you've had a chocolate. Or let's go drinking.
Have a drink.
Let's go. I'll meet you at the pub later.
That's crazy. It is hard to be sad and drink. It's very depressing. Like, sorry, actually, I don't want to use that word. But it's sad. It's even sadder to drink sadly, right? It makes you happy.
But people do that.
Sad drinking.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's, I don't...
Come, let's go drown our sorrows.
Yes, no, I know that one, but you feel better, do you know what I mean, in that moment.
But how many people go out drinking and then the next day feel like absolute...
10 times worse.
10 times worse, absolute... They feel,
Yeah.
Then they feel depressed.
Yeah, now it's, oh damn, I'm going to be late
Serious
for
depression.
work.
But what happened is they had a false sense of whatever happened, and then alcohol affects your blood sugar and your blood sugar drops. And so you are actually feeling down in the dumps because your sugar levels are not correct.
Yeah, now your body is.
And
Shutting
it's your
down.
body is telling you that it's wrong because your body didn't like the amount of sugar you fed it. And not to say that that's how everybody feels, because everybody's different and everybody has different reactions to sugar and alcohol and things like that. But it is a generalization.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will mask how they feel with alcohol, with drugs, with chocolates and food. And so, and that's where the world has we have a weight problem in a lot of our society, and it's not because yes, people overeat, but people overeat because they don't want to look at their emotions. So food becomes a way to deal with the emotions, so they eat in order to feel better.
I've lived in South Africa my entire life. I've never seen us as big as we are currently. Like South Africans are. We've gotten bigger.
But
in weight, not... But
that's why the Americans have jumped on this upsizing thing, because why? If you upsize, I feel better. More. There's more, so I feel so much better if I have a bigger soda. So yes, let's upsize.
Let's upsize.
Because it will make me feel better.
100%.
Because, and you know, I had such a chuckle because I had a client recently that they got turned down for an application on, like a car or something, and they came in and they said, I'm so glad, because what happened is I got this news that my application had been turned down, and I was in the shops, and so I decided I'm feeling so bad that I'm going to go and treat myself.
Perfect timing.
I'm going to go and buy something. And then they went, but then I realized the reason why my application had been turned down was because I don't have enough money, but now I'm going to go spend it. And it's
I love that.
We killed ourselves laughing, like I killed myself laughing with a client, but isn't that the truth? Isn't that what we do? I'm upset because I don't have any money, so I'm going to go spend my money. And I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy myself something because I feel so bad because I have no money.
We don't think about it like that. And that's a generalization, but I will say, myself included, right? When I'm feeling a bit down, I'm going to get a Switch. And you can see it based on what's on my desk. It's the dumbest things in the world. It's not really food. I'm just feeling sad for myself. And it's also, and most of it is tied to the fact that, oh man, just had an extra 1,000 rand, I'd be good. But I just spent 200 rand at the Woolworths to feel better.
And this is the reality of society, and that's where we've gone to, is because we are not dealing with our emotions, so we are using things, substances, to deal with our emotions. So we eat, we drink, we take drugs, we become addicted to chocolate, and the effects of that over time is that our health stats are getting worse and worse, and medical aid is going up, and then we complain that our medical aid is so expensive and I can't afford medical aid, but I have to pay for it and I don't have any money and blah blah blah, so I'll go buy myself another chocolate cake.
And then your medical aid goes up again next year.
And it's this vicious cycle.
The physician is like, oh, you put on more weight, what are you doing?
And it's this vicious cycle, and instead of us addressing the emotions, we land up creating more emotional fatigue for ourselves, because it's now my boss's fault that I don't have money.
I work so hard.
I work so hard for my boss, and it's his fault that I'm 60,000 rand in debt, and it's his fault, and he doesn't pay me enough, and if he paid me more, I wouldn't be in debt. No. And that's where business owners are struggling, because employees are blaming business owners, and it's a case of, no, if you addressed what you don't know, you addressed your emotions, and you stopped spending money on your credit card every time you feel shit.
Yep. Your boss wouldn't have to pay you more.
Correct.
And you'd probably feel better.
And so it's start, like the advice I would give people is start looking up your moods and emotions. Start acknowledging, is it I'm feeling skeptical or inconsiderate? Is it torment, rage, is it I'm a victim, distress, resentment, rage. There's so many moods and emotions out there, and people are stuck on ones that are like, fine, I'm fine. Fine is not an emotion.
Yeah. So you said I can look it up in the dictionary, right? I can look up the definition.
Go and look words up in the dictionary and find out, is this truly how you feel? Like people go, oh, I'm so cynical, or you're so cynical, and you're like, I am. But if you don't
know what it means,
go look it up.
Yeah.
And maybe they are right, but if you're not 100% sure, go look it up and see if that's what the dictionary says.
Because even a word like that could make you sort of internalize it, and now you feel bad about yourself. Like, I'm a cynical person, which I have no clue what it means. It just sounds bad.
It sounds
really horrible. And you're like, damn, I don't want to be cynical. I can't believe I'm cynical. What is going on? And you never go look it up, and you just sit with this thing inside you. And yeah, that's crazy.
And so that's where people take on stuff that somebody else has projected, and generally it's not even close to wherever you are, and it's, so yeah.
Crazy stuff. Any final thoughts before we wrap up this emotional exhaustion? Sheesh.
If you want to release some of that emotional exhaustion, start looking at how do you feel, where did it come from, is it even yours? And once you can do that, I can guarantee you just those 3 questions alone will make you feel better.
Sorry, what were the 3 questions again?
Describe your mood level, where did it come from, is it even mine? So like, where did it come from? Oh, well, when, my dad used to yell at me when I was 6, or the teacher yelled at me, or, those emotions could have come from past experiences. And then, is it even mine? If it's like, those are the examples we gave.
Yeah. Walk into a store.
So, describe the mood, what is it? And if you start there, it'll make a significant difference. And then, where did it come from? And is it even mine? And just those moods alone will help you deal with some of that emotional fatigue.
And try and move away from happy, sad, glad, mad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, for listening. We really, really do appreciate it. If this is your first time here and you enjoyed this episode, you enjoyed what you saw, you enjoyed what you heard, please leave us a comment, but more importantly, subscribe. You're still sitting on 75% of people who watch our videos are not subscribers.
Oh, wow.
There's a high amount of people who are not subscribers.
And it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe.
It's
just
0.
click the button.
And it's only if you find value. If you don't find value, don't subscribe. We're not asking you to subscribe if you don't find value. But thank you very much for watching. We will see you guys next week on the Uncovering Greatness podcast.
Bye.